Welcome to our YouTube channel. Today, we're excited to uncover the intriguing story behind a seemingly ordinary coin that holds extraordinary value in the world of numismatics, the 1972 5-cent Jefferson nickel. This coin, which at face value is worth just 5 cents, has become a remarkable treasure, with its total worth soaring to an astounding $177 million, far surpassing its intended value due to a plethora of minting errors, mistakes, and unique characteristics that have caught the attention of collectors and investors alike. The 1972 nickel was minted at the Denver Mint during a time when millions of coins were being produced to meet the needs of a growing economy, and for many, it was just a pocket change. However, amid the countless coins rolling off the production line, a small number exhibited notable errors that would ultimately lead to their unrivaled value in the collector's market. At the heart of its worth are several types of minting errors, some of which have raised eyebrows and sparked intense interest from coin enthusiasts. The most prominent of these errors is the double die variety, where the date, the mint mark, or even the motto, "In God We Trust," is prominently doubled, creating a fascinating visual effect that distinguishes certain coins from the rest of the series. This specific error arises when the engraving dies, which are used to impose designs onto the blanks during the minting process, improperly align during the engraving phase, resulting in a misstrike. Such variances don't just produce unique designs, they also make the coin significantly rarer and thus far more desirable among collectors. Minting errors such as these are not just novelties, their occurrences can be few and far between, resulting in coins that can fetch thousands or even millions of dollars at auction. In the case of the 1972 nickel, specific examples featuring these kinds of doubles have been known to reach upwards of $100,000 at auctions, setting the stage for the extraordinary total value we're discussing today. Additionally, the mint mark D, which signifies that the coin was minted in Denver, also opens doors to various possibilities regarding its value. Some coins erroneously lack this mint mark, while others display it in a way that wasn't intended. The importance of these subsets within the series cannot be understated. Collectors often go to great lengths to complete their sets and hunt down these rarities that stand out not just because of their visual anomalies but also due to their unique histories. Such misprints pique the curiosity of both seasoned numismatists and newcomers, compelling them to seek out information, share their findings, and engage in conversations that delve deeper into the realm of coin collecting. What makes this story even more thrilling is the surge in popularity surrounding coin collecting and auctions in the digital age. With widespread platforms allowing users to trade, sell, and auction their coins, the market for collectibles has expanded rapidly, driving up the interest and value associated with rare finds like the 1972 nickel. Auctions are no longer limited to local venues, they have gone global, enabling a broader audience to discover and engage in the quest for rare coins. Social media platforms and dedicated numismatic forums allow collectors to share their experiences, their latest acquisitions, and their triumphs in finding coins that could set them on the path to financial success, not merely as collectors but as investors in a market that moves dynamically. The exponential rise in value for certain varieties of the 1972 nickel has also brought attention to the importance of proper grading and certification. The value of coins typically correlates strongly with their condition, with uncirculated or well-preserved examples commanding a premium. Coin grading involves evaluating several criteria, including clarity, luster, strike, and absence of wear. For many coin collectors, the act of having their rare finds graded and certified by professional third-party services can be a rewarding endeavor, as it provides a level of assurance and authenticity that enhances their investment's appeal. Coins with authentic grading often come with certificates that substantiate their condition and rarity, thus elevating their marketability when it comes time for collectors to buy or sell. The knowledge surrounding coin grading and the understanding of how various minting processes impact a coin's longevity and aesthetics plays a crucial role in determining its eventual worth. As we dive deeper into this fascinating topic, it's important to highlight the ongoing interest and enthusiasm for the hobby of coin collecting. Many individuals find joy not only in seeking out coins like the 1972 nickel but also in the camaraderie that develops within the community. Local coin clubs, national conventions, and online discussion forums all serve as venues for enthusiasts to share their knowledge, swap stories about findings, and provide education regarding the significance of errors and rarities in the numismatic world. For collectors, the thrill of the hunt is as exhilarating as discovering a valuable piece. The idea of coming across a 1972 D nickel in a roll of change or while rummaging through family heirlooms carries with it hope and excitement, as each coin holds the possibility of value beyond mere currency. Coin shows and auctions provide a space where one's passion can turn into profit while cultivating knowledge and connections with others who share the same interest. When you think of coins like the 1972 D nickel, it's fascinating to consider how many of them might still be circulating, passed around in pockets and wallets, completely unaware of their true worth. Everyday individuals who might stumble upon one of these rarities can have their lives changed overnight simply because they took the time to check their change or inherited a small collection from a relative. The rich history embedded in these coins serves as a reminder that even the most common of items can contain hidden treasures just waiting to be discovered. As we explore the different varieties, significant errors, and fascinating elements surrounding the 1972 D 5-cent Jefferson nickel, it's essential to consider the overall context of American coin production in the early 1970s and how broader socio-political events may have influenced the minting processes. Coin production is often reflective of the times, and the production methods used by the U.S. Mint were undergoing changes during this decade as the nation experienced economic fluctuations and shifts in public sentiment following events like the Vietnam War. The economic climate often dictates how coins were produced and circulated, further influencing the rarity of specific varieties. Collectors are drawn to coins that not only hold intrinsic value but also those that tell a story, a narrative that intertwines with the political and economic realities of their time. Knowing the historical context often adds layers of significance to certain coins, enriching their status within collections beyond their mere market value. We've only scratched the surface of the vast world of 1972 D nickels and the factors contributing to their heightened worth. This allure encompasses rarity, historical context, cultural significance, and, of course, the thrill of discovery. Whether you're turning over coins in your pocket, exploring collections at coin shows, or simply engaging with other collectors online, remember that each coin is more than just currency, it's a fragment of history that potentially unlocks exciting financial opportunities. The journey into the fascinating domain of collectibles brings not only the potential for wealth but also an enriching experience that fosters a deeper appreciation for art, history, and the human experience. So, as we await the next exciting revelation involving the 1972 D 5-cent Jefferson nickel, we encourage you to keep your eyes peeled for errors and intriguing finds. Thank you for joining us on this incredible journey through numismatics, focusing on the 1972 D nickel and its astonishing story of worth that has kept collectors enthralled for years. Remember to subscribe to our channel for more captivating discussions on coins and their stories. Stay curious, keep exploring, and who knows what treasures you might. Next 2008 P5-cent Jefferson Nickels USA coins. Today, we're exploring the intriguing world of the 2008 P. Jefferson Nickels 5-cent coins that, due to a variety of errors and mint mark discrepancies, have accumulated a remarkable worth exceeding a staggering $210 million in total. While a nickel may seem like just a small piece of change, today, we're going to unravel the layers of rarity and excitement surrounding these fascinating coins. The stories behind their existence, the reasons for their increased value, and the experiences of collectors who have found these treasures are what keep the world of numismatics vibrant and captivating. The 2008 P. Jefferson nickel was produced at the Philadelphia Mint as part of the Westward Journey Nickel series, which commemorates Thomas Jefferson and the significance of his contributions to American history. Featuring a beautifully designed reverse side depicting Jefferson's home, Monticello, the coin proudly represents an era of transformation and exploration within the United States. However, as is often the case with coin production, sometimes the process can yield unexpected results that elevate the value of particular pieces to remarkable heights. These errors, such as misstrikes, double dies, and missing mint marks, can transform an otherwise ordinary nickel into an extraordinary piece sought after by collectors and investors alike. When we think of collectible coins, several factors come into play, including rarity, demand, historical significance, and the nature of the error itself. In the case of the 2008 P. Jefferson nickel, its production had numerous typographical hiccups that have since been recognized and evaluated by numismatic experts, and these mistakes have captivated collectors who are eager to own a piece of misprinted history. One of the primary errors associated with this coin type is the off-center strike. This occurs when the coin blank is not properly aligned during the striking process at the mint. As a result, the design may appear blurred or incomplete on one side, showing part of the blank edge instead of the full image. Coins struck off-center tend to garner immense interest from collectors and often sell at premium prices thanks to their distinct character and rarity. In recent years, prices for off-center 2008 P. Jefferson nickels have skyrocketed, particularly for those with an off-center degree that is more pronounced, as they stand out with a uniqueness not found in standard circulation coins. Another significant error involves the mint mark, which is expected to have the letter P for coins produced in Philadelphia. However, some of the 2008 P nickels inexplicably lack this important designation. When such coins are discovered, they are referred to as missing mint mark pieces, and their rarity adds immense value to their market price. For collectors, finding a nickel that deviates from the expected norm is not just an occasion for excitement, it's an invitation to engage in the thrilling chase of assembling a collection that tells a story through its rare artifacts. When prices for collectibles rise, it often attracts the attention of both seasoned collectors and new entrants to the market, eager to capitalize on investment opportunities that these nickels represent. The phenomenon of price inflation for error coins can be attributed, in part, to the broader economic climate, as individuals seek alternative investment vehicles to safeguard their wealth against inflationary pressures. As the popularity of collecting coins surged in recent years, the 2008 P. Jefferson nickel experienced a wave of interest, which, combined with the rarity of the errors we've discussed, has contributed to the appreciation in their market value. Collectors often leverage graded services that evaluate the condition and authenticity of coins, and those graded at higher levels, such as MS 67 or above, can sell for 10 times their face value, or even more, depending on the error. It's important to note that collectors often engage in spirited discussions regarding the significance and worth of errors, leading to a lively exchange of insights across blogs and forums, as hobbyists share their finds and experiences. The community encourages a culture of transparency, unlocking deeper layers of knowledge for both novice and experienced numismatists. The demand for coins discovered through the exploration of family change jars, antique shops, and flea markets has exploded, as individuals search for potential hidden gems among ordinary currency. While it may appear that coins like the 2008 P. Jefferson nickel could easily blend in with their contemporaries, the unique stories behind error coins reverberate through the community, enriching the experience of coin collecting. Every discovered coin carries with it the potential for an adventure, igniting passion among those who appreciate the beauty, history, and financial opportunities that accompany rare finds. Collecting these nickels is not merely a matter of assembling physical pieces, it becomes an undertaking that invites participants to delve into American history, economy, and the fascinating dynamics of supply and demand. Let's shift our focus to the process of how these coins are minted and examine how errors might arise during production. The United States Mint employs a highly mechanized production process that relies on precision and accuracy, yet human error and machine defects can occasionally lead to unintended consequences. The production of coin dies, for instance, is a complex undertaking, and even the smallest mistake in the analysis of the design can translate into a notable error on the final product. Such mistakes can range from poorly aligned dies that yield off-center strikes to miscalculations that result in a missing mint mark. Coin collectors appreciate this backstory, which adds texture to the narrative surrounding each coin. Additionally, as we explore the world of numismatics, it's crucial to consider the implications of rarity on value, particularly regarding how orders of magnitude can differentiate types of errors and their respective market prices. The value of a collectible coin is heavily influenced by its scarcity, thus, rare editions of the 2008 P. Jefferson nickel command extraordinarily high prices in the marketplace. Collectors often find themselves comparing their discoveries, keen to uncover not only what is currently traded actively but also the historical benchmarks of previous sales that establish a baseline for value. Auctions for valuable coins, including unique error pieces, reflect the exhilaration surrounding their unearthing, where bidders vie for ownership, driving prices into competitive ranges. As the level of interest grows, we can see how such coins spur conversations across social media platforms and online communities, fueling an ever-expanding world of numismatic appreciation that embraces new ideas, discussions, and shared experiences. Let's not forget about the importance of provenance in this realm, as the stories behind individual coins can heighten their desirability among collectors. A nickel that has an authenticated history, such as being part of a prominent collection or being linked to an influential figure, can garner a much higher asking price than a piece without such backstory. Thus, the value of a 2008 P. Jefferson nickel can be influenced as much by its personal history as by the technical errors that may render it unique. Collectors find joy in tracing the journey of these coins, piecing together a narrative that often transcends monetary value and digs deep into the relationship between objects and their historical paths. Historical significance and broad economic context continue to shift perceptions of collectible coins, which often bear witness to their era's social, political, and economic climate. With the 2008 P. Jefferson nickel, the broader ramifications of economic fluctuations have contributed to its eventual rise in worth, as the public sentiment surrounding investing, inflation, and wealth protection brought collectibles into the spotlight. Additionally, dedicated advocacy by coin-collecting organizations has played a role in educating the public about the treasure trove hidden within their casual change, making coin hunting a popular pastime for many. As we survey the landscape of coin collecting, we can conclude that the remarkable worth of the 2008 P. Jefferson nickels arises from a blend of errors, mint marks, and the ongoing passion of collectors who tirelessly search for the rarest among the rare. Each find presents an opportunity not just for gain but for connection and learning, revealing the beauty that is found in the unlikely corners of our society, taking common currency and transforming it into a source of historical richness and financial reward. This dynamic interaction reminds us that while these coins possess tangible monetary value, they also encapsulate stories of human ingenuity, curiosity, and a richer understanding of our shared heritage, which is why the hobby of coin collecting will continue to engage generations to come. So, whether you're a seasoned collector, a casual enthusiast, or simply intrigued by the history behind these coins, we hope that our exploration of the 2008 P. Jefferson nickels today encourages you to look beyond the face value of currency and appreciate the stories, values, and potential hidden treasures that lie within the world of numismatics, where every coin has its tale. As we reflect on the journey of the 2008 P. Jefferson nickel, it becomes clear that beyond the numbers, there are real possibilities for discovery, passion, and community, and who knows, you might just have one of these rare finds waiting for you around the corner. Next, 1975, South 5 Center Jefferson, where today we embark on an extraordinary journey into the world of numismatics, focusing on a remarkable coin that has generated significant excitement and interest among collectors and investors alike, the 1975 5-cent Jefferson nickel. These nickels aren't just worth their face value of a mere 5 cents, in fact, due to a variety of errors, mistakes, and mint mark anomalies, some examples of the 1975 Jefferson nickels have been valued at an astonishing $211 million. Now, you may ask how such a seemingly ordinary coin could reach these heights of worth, and that is precisely what we are here to explore, dissecting the history, the minting processes, the errors that occurred, and the resulting significance that elevates these nickels to a rarefied status in the collectibles market. To understand the value of the 1975 Jefferson nickel, we first need to step back in time to the mid-1970s, when these coins were minted. This period was characterized by significant economic challenges in the United States, notably high inflation rates and a changing socio-economic landscape. The federal government was keen to update its coinage to reflect the needs of an evolving society while preserving pieces of American history. Released in 1938, the Jefferson nickel, featuring a portrait of Thomas Jefferson, the third President of the United States, on the obverse side and Monticello, Jefferson's historic home, on the reverse, had been a staple of U.S. currency, but by 1975, it had undergone several updates and adaptations in response to the economic climate. What makes the story of the 1975 Jefferson Nickel truly fascinating are the series of errors, mistakes, and mint mark peculiarities that surfaced during its production at the San Francisco Mint. The initial excitement that surrounds these nickels can largely be attributed to the various types of minting errors that occurred during this era. It is essential to emphasize the significance of these errors in creating rare, collectible varieties of the coin. One common type of minting error, the double die, occurs when the coin die, which is used to create the designs on coins, is improperly aligned during the striking process. This misalignment can result in a notable doubling effect on the images or lettering of the coin. When we examine the 1975 Jefferson Nickels, we find examples that exhibit these intriguing double die errors, creating visually distinctive pieces that stand out from standard coins. Such errors captivate collectors who seek to acquire unique specimens for their collections. The phenomenon of double die errors represents just a fraction of the potential for rarity within the 1975 nickel series. It is these anomalies that make the already commonplace coin highly sought after. Adding another layer to the value of these nickels is the notable significance of the mint mark itself. The mint mark denotes that the coin was produced at the San Francisco Mint, which is often associated with lower mintage figures compared to other minting facilities like Philadelphia and Denver. The limited production volume directly impacts the desirability of the 1975 Jefferson Nickels among collectors. Coins with the mint mark are frequently seen as rarer, enhancing their intrinsic value. When rare high-grade examples with this mint mark come to market, they often command extraordinary prices, especially when paired with any identified errors or imperfections. Collectors are well aware that finding a coin with such quality, well struck, with clear details and minimal wear, is like discovering a hidden gem, elevating the coin from mere currency to a valued collectible. Now, let's dig deeper into the concept of grading and how it impacts the perceived value of the 1975 nickels. Coin grading is a highly specialized process that evaluates the physical condition of a coin on a scale from 1 to 70, with 70 representing a perfect specimen. Coins that are characterized as uncirculated, showing no signs of wear and retaining their original luster, are among the most desired in the marketplace, and high-grade examples of the 1975 Jefferson Nickel, especially those that showcase mint errors, can command prices that greatly exceed their face value. Collectors actively search for nickels that have been graded highly because these coins typically signify investment potential in addition to their collectability. The relationship between rarity, condition, and demand places a spotlight on the 1975 Jefferson Nickel, creating a sought-after connect-the-dots journey for those invested in numismatics. As the market for rare coins heats up, auction prices for specific varieties of the 1975 nickel have been reported to reach into the thousands or even tens of thousands of dollars, showcasing the gaps in value when interrupted by a collector's willingness to pay for rarity and distinctiveness. This pricing dynamic demonstrates how the excitement surrounding specific varieties and the potential for securing notable coins can drive prices and create competitive bidding environments in auctions. To illustrate this phenomenon clearly, recent examples yield impressive numbers when high-grade 1975 nickels with unique attributes and minting errors come to auction. These coins often elicit fervent interest from collectors eager to add them to their portfolios, illustrating how the auction environment can push the value of coins skyward based on emotions, competition, and uncontainable anticipation. The increased accessibility of information has also played a part in bringing the 1975 Jefferson Nickels, and indeed, the entire coin market, into sharper focus for both new and seasoned collectors. The digital age has allowed coin collectors to communicate and collaborate more effectively than ever before, resulting in a thriving community built on shared knowledge, resources, and experiences. Online forums, websites, and social media platforms dedicated to coin collecting provide players in this space with the ability to share tips, document finds, evaluate trends, and foster discussions about coins spanning decades, including the all-important 1975 Jefferson Nickel. By utilizing these platforms, collectors can exchange valuable information that helps them understand how to appraise their collections effectively and recognize what might influence the value of the coins they possess. This accessibility has resulted in a surge of interest in previously underestimated coins, spurring collectors to widen their horizons in terms of what is considered valuable in the world of coinage. Moreover, the profound historical narrative surrounding the 1975 nickel adds allure to its collectability. Each coin is a tangible piece of history, representing an era, challenges, and achievements within the United States. Coins are not just metal discs, they represent the economic conditions of their time and the stories carried by those interactions they fostered. As collectors sift through coin catalogs or digitally search for information, they often stumble across the context behind the production of the 1975 nickel, adding layers of meaning to each interaction and discovery. This narrative draws in novice collectors and seasoned enthusiasts who thrive on delving into the history and significance of the coins they acquire, further enhancing the perceived value of coins imbued with rich storytelling. It's also notable that with the rise of numismatic education, more and more individuals interested in investing are entering the marketplace, enhancing demand for coins like the 1975 Jefferson nickel. As they realize that rare coins can be tangible assets that appreciate over time, newcomers hone in on specifics, impacting the dynamics of the market, especially where items like the Jefferson nickel converge. The education surrounding the intricate world of coins, particularly with respect to prevalent errors, yield-generating factors, and the potential pitfalls synonymous with collecting gives enthusiasts the tools they need to navigate investment decisions confidently. Staying informed about the value of the 1975 nickels enables individuals to recognize genuine coins while also elbowing out counterfeits that occasionally infiltrate the market. The need for vigilance regarding counterfeit coins cannot be overstated, especially in a market that boasts potentially high-value coins like our focus, the 1975 nickel. Unfortunately, there are individuals who attempt to deceive unsuspecting buyers by creating replicas of valuable coins or presenting altered specimens as genuine collectibles. The risk of encountering such counterfeits heightens the importance of proper authentication and critical examination of any piece intended for purchase, reminding collectors of the need to adhere to an earnest code of integrity when pursuing their interests. Coins are inherently attractive as investments, especially ones like the 1975 Jefferson nickel, because they function as physical manifestations of value, similar to gold or silver. For many collectors and investors, the beauty of collecting lies in the anticipation of finding those hidden gems that transport them to stories of the past while allowing them to capture fractional ownership of history itself. The 1975 nickels illustrate that within the realm of numismatics, the pursuit of collecting becomes intertwined with the appreciation of history, culture, and artistry. As we dive deeper into the collective consciousness within coin collecting, the drive to acquire and store vital pieces like the 1975 nickel can lead to a profound sense of fulfillment. These nickels become far more than mere objects, they embody values passed down through generations, echoing the economic realities of their minting era and subsequently fostering a passion that connects folks across time and place. In understanding how the